Do you have my 30,000? 'Cause I know you do. Say, do you have
Do
my
you have my
30,000?
have my coins right
'Cause I
now, right
know
here.
you do.
Number
Oh, yeah,
deep
you
tuition.
do. Should have seen it coming. I needed my money.
That way, had to pay bills, had to keep it real for me, baby, me, baby,
Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Fifi.
Tasha, I got the hoodie on. Okay, I wore it tonight. Damn.
God is dope. Let me get my
Damn.
notes out. Let me get my notes out, y'all. What's up? Welcome to the SWV and Xscape review. First of
Tasha,
all,
I know. I'm wearing it. It's not even your company. Go ahead.
first of all, we want to thank everybody for the support that y'all have shown us on the last review. We really, 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 really appreciate it. We appreciate it as much as Tasha appreciated that $30,000. So,
Right? Tasha, no. No, I'm not. Go ahead.
if it was my sister, she's going to jail alongside my mama, an accomplishment for riding. Girl, I don't normally go in on people. I don't normally go in on people's mamas.
But anyway, let's go into the show, guys, because this was a very interesting show today. As we all know, that Xscape is still running the dialogue of the show, because I didn't see it, I didn't calculate it. It was probably 7.35 minutes of SWV through the show. But I mean, there wasn't really no
Are you saying SWV is boring? All right, the show continues where we left off, trying to figure out who stole the money. We are outside. Tamika is outside with her mama, you know, going off and everything like that. I thought I had that picture. Hold on, y'all, because I know I had that picture. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, Tamika's outside with her mama. You know, she got her fist balled up. I said, "Ooh, baby, don't hit your mama." It looked like Tamika's great swing, baby. She was great. Tamika like she was great swing.
But Mama was popping off too.
Mama was popping off
For her
Mama was
daughter.
popping off
For her favorite child.
for her favorite child. And then she kept saying, "Cut the cameras off! Cut the cameras off! Cut the cameras off!"
This ain't how y'all to fix your life. You can't just cut cameras when you
She kept saying, "Cut the cameras off!"
Girl, you just can't cut. You just can't cut because you want to cut. See, look, cut.
Cut the cameras off! Cut the cameras off! Cut the cameras off! Get out of my house!
Where's my $30,000? Where's my 30? No, you keep protecting her. You keep protecting her, Ma. Ma, I have friends. I have interests that you don't even think about, Ma.
Cut the cameras off! Cut the cameras off!
Ma, I have friends. I have a career.
I don't care. It's all about your sister.
I have
don't care
interests that
about
you don't even think about, because the
about
only
your
thing you
sister.
think about,
I don't care
Mom.
about you. You shut your mouth.
Mom, the only thing.
Shut your mouth.
Mom, I love you. I love you.
I don't. And scene. She said, "Is SWV on the show or not? I saw some commercials more." Child, what was Candy wearing? What was Tamika? What was Tiny wearing? Child, what was they all wearing?
What was they all wearing? I mean, it was a little bit of rainbow here. It was a little bit of
Shein,
Lane Bryant, Shein. I mean, it was a whole bunch going on.
She says that the producers say, "Is your mother mad because you put this on camera?" She pretty much said, "Yeah, something that nobody knew about at all." And she said she's pissed off because she revealed something that nobody knew. So, you know.
Never should have said it.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Over at Tamika, over at
Tiny's 7 houses.
no, not yet. Over at Tamika's, over at the studio. Well,
Hey, Kiana.
The Candy Factory. Tamika, Tiny, and Candy all meet up. Tamika pretty much tell the lady what happened. She pretty much was like her mother, you know, was just
Her mother pretty much sided with Tasha, and it's been like that since childhood. And she didn't want her daughters to see it, but her daughter's seen everything that kind of happened. Candy, on the other hand, was kind of like, I'm kind of proud of you for like standing your own ground, but it's sad that it's coming at the expense. But what really got me on that part is when she said, "Listen,
hold on, because I think hold on." She put in the.
I'm still in the same room when they're in there. I didn't go anywhere. You don't tell me where I'm going. I'm still in the room.
I'm just letting you know because
I'm letting you know that I'm
walk away.
First of all, no. First of all, I'm letting you know that I was in that.
Cut
the camera off. Cut the damn camera off. Cut the damn. Let me tell you something, bitch. Don't you ever in front of this audience
you ain't gonna tell me nothing.
Bitch, I will fight you. Don't you tell everybody what's going on. They don't need to hear what's going on outside this camera. Yeah.
Hopefully y'all didn't hear that. It was a little backstage drama.
Yeah, backstage drama. So,
she told the ladies what she's going through, and then she said in her confessional, she said, her mother was pretty much like, well, you don't know what your sister needed the money for. She was like, I was getting ready to give birth, and my Ocean was in college.
Wasn't that some shit though? Ain't that some shit? Like, let me tell you something. Audacity was on a world tour this episode. I mean, Audacity. I mean, they just opened an act. Ain't that some shit? You could be getting evicted from your house or getting kicked out of whatever you're going through, and your mother tells you, well, your brother probably needed it. You don't know what he was going through, but I'm about to be in the streets.
The omission for me, right? So you know. So here we go. Here we go. You don't know what your sister needed that money for. So you told so last week you told me you didn't know who I was lying.
Yeah. You said you don't know what's going on.
But now you just saying you don't know what your sister needed the money for. Well, last time I checked, my sister only got one child. I had two. Come on. I don't give up what you going through.
Run my coins, bitch.
That's my money. Like on Married to Medicine when Mariah said, that's my mama. Baby, that's my money. And I gets funny when I ain't got my money.
Run my coins, bitch.
So what were you gonna? I'm sorry to cut you off. You were gonna say something. What pissed you off about?
No. What pissed me off was like pretty much the audacity of the mom. I said that to me. I was just like, that's why she feels the way she does. Like you just added on to everything, in the fact that I don't know. It's like the fact that her granddaughter was there too at that moment, and you can tell that Ocean was like over it.
It looked like Ocean don't mess with the grandmother though.
Yeah, I could tell. It looked like they don't have a relationship at all.
Which I could see because again, if you're outcasting your daughter, that means that you only see I forgot the son's name. Tasha's son. I forgot his name, but Tasha's son. And you probably think, hey Ocean, oh hey, Merry Christmas.
And call her Ocean.
Yeah. Hey Ocean. Oh, a hug.
Ocean.
How about a handshake?
Well, she an old nasty church hugs, the one they don't really touch you, like you practice
like Oprah do.
Yeah, the Oprah hug.
Like how Oprah hug broke people.
Cheap.
Kind of like one of these little hugs.
Yes.
Kind of like one of those hugs.
Yes. And why? And followed by why are you here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm your grandmother. Oh, girl, I forgot all about you.
Grandkid.
So then over at Tasha's house, child, she with Rocky.
So every time I look at him, I'm like, child, this bottom is just.
And he's so concerned about why his name keep getting brought up.
Did you see his little threat?
I'm getting to that. And he said he's so concerned about why his name keep getting brought up. She said your name once or twice. And then he says, she keeps, he keeps getting called out by Tamika to accuse him and say his name. He would never basically do something, something like that. And pretty much said when you say somebody's name,
there's consequences.
There's consequences with it.
But this is what I want us to piggyback off, Q. Mama admitted it. Tasha's still denying it.
What does Rocky do besides be a house husband? Does he bring income? No, he does not.
He got OnlyFans.
Because he still got that side tooth that's missing.
Listen, when you got that side tooth ministry, your priorities are all off. When you missing teeth on the side and you can't barely smile all the way and everything's gone, see, I can do this. I ain't got no issues with that.
So that let us know that $30,000 you didn't spend it on your teeth.
You definitely didn't put on Delta Dental.
Yeah. Oh, not Delta Dental. I had Delta Dental. Delta Dental was good. Don't sleep on Delta Dental.
No, I ain't sleeping Delta Dental. You could have had Delta Dental.
Delta Dental was good.
You could have had Delta Dental.
Good.
Was it Aspen?
Yeah, I guess. And you know what? Eyeglasses is good. VSP or VPS, however you say it.
They are, because us two blind bitches need glasses. But yeah, he could have had Delta Dental. He could have got on her insurance, but his priorities is off. And
he calls Tamika. He calls Tasha the truth and says she doesn't have to defend the truth, and says she was. And Tasha says her sister. That's my dog, y'all. She said her sister was very possessed and came in very stiff, and the vibe was weird.
But when she was sitting on the couch, she was just like, she called her out. She said, so you speak.
She said, girl, of course I speak, girl. Oh, girl, I don't do that.
I ain't nothing but that. I'm telling you, she go to Kim Burrell's church.
Girl, I speak, girl. I don't do that.
Cut the cameras off.
Girl, I speak, girl. I don't do that.
Cut the cameras off.
Girl, I speak, don't do that. Girl, I speak, don't.
Cut the cameras off.
No, I speak.
Cut the cameras off.
I speak.
Cut the cameras off.
Don't do that.
Cut these cameras off.
You said you use Delta Dental, child. Delta Dental. What? I'm telling you, Delta Dental get you together.
Delta Dental, bitch.
They belong together. They feed off each other's delusions. That part. Where am I at? Okay, so back on the other side of town, Tamika is sitting with Candy and Tiny, and she starts to share the voicemail that her mother sent her. Now I try to get as much as I could, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was a little in my feelings tonight because Angela didn't win her Oscar, so I was a little in my feelings tonight. So I was paying attention, but I was like, and I like Jamie Lee Curtis, but Mama, you ain't no Angela Bassett. Anyway, I digress. What you say? But she's right. She still don't have no ass. Did you see that? Did you see when she walked into Tiny's house? Oh, okay.
Ass like the back of a MARTA bus, but you ain't heard that from me.
So,
with pockets.
So the mother sent her a voicemail saying, you are wrong. You don't want to humble yourself. You hurt your sister. You don't have enough God in you. And if you was to jump on your sister, nothing would have stopped me from jumping on you. Tamika said she pretty much. Tamika says she want to talk to us. Tamika pretty much is hurt. Tamika is hurt because at the end of the day, like. I'm an only child, but I feel like every parent has their favorite. I think we said this last week. Every parent has their favorite, but I don't think you need to show it. No. I mean, I'm only one child, so I am her favorite. She ain't no other kids. But I feel like if I had other kids, my mother would not show it. Like, purposely show it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because at the end of the day, it's your kids. And it's, God forbid if something happened, I bet you any money Tasha wouldn't help her.
You said Tamika and Tasha heard Keisha Cole got a show coming out, so they had to turn it up a few toxicity notches. Lindsay, I don't know, because I feel like that's
Child, I don't feel like it's Tamika. Like, we're reading the energy from the viewer point of view. It's like it's nothing, but it's kind of like it was just nonstop attitude for no reason. And it was just entitlement. Like, there's no accountability on Tasha at all. And no one's holding her accountable. She is running off with her own delusional narrative, and she's victimizing herself so people can feel bad. And her bottom husband, Rakisha, just keep on feeding into. Listen. Y'all look into that man's eyes.
look into his eyes.
When you look in that man's eyes,
You can
his
see
Jermaine Dupri eyes.
It's Jermaine Dupri.
I know Jermaine Dupri's eyes look like this, but if y'all look
like
his
this.
eyes, don't tell me Jermaine Dupri looked like this back in the day.
Look into his eyes.
Look into his eyes.
You can see
He's a big queen.
You can see he's a queen. What do you
look into Rakisha's eyes and tell me you see all the lies.
What do you see?
He said, you the one. It wouldn't be no escape if it wasn't for you.
Look into his eyes.
Oh, give me a close one, Jermaine.
You can see what. Oh, it might not show up. What do you see? I ain't getting no sleep. Would you sleep with Jermaine Dupri?
Absolutely not.
He got something on him, child. He got Janet.
Maybe it was his personality.
Tasha says she doesn't know what's next for the group. She's questioning it. She doesn't know if she wants, what she wants to do with them. Child.
Girl, your plan B ain't gonna be it, child. I'm just letting you know.
Let's get into some positive stuff. Let's get over to Lily. Well, Lily kind of positive. So here's the SWV segment.
And that was SWV. We do appreciate that. Moving forward.
Everybody have a good night. All right. So the next thing, a bombshell is past the point of no return. Like, she took it too far, but you took my money. Come. No, this explains why she showed up with that Transformer green dress on when all the girls had on cream.
Child, she was giving you every bit of Sprite.
Come on, Fifi. She said she had to pray. She had to pray, aka talk to Rocky. Right.
Child, before I say, I'm just gonna pray. Oh, Candy read that for Phil. But back to SWV.
We'll give SWV a little bit of love in this.
Yeah. Let's go to SWV real quick. Lily had brunch with her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a good time. At first, I was like, "Oh, why they sound so much alike?" They got the girl. How you doing? How you doing?
Can I say something?
What can you tell us? What?
I thought that was Lily's lover.
I thought that was her daughter. I was like, "Oh,
I thought that was her lover."
No, they looked alike and they sounded like, so I knew they were family.
Not Lily's daughter. Oh, you mean her mother?
No.
You know that sister look older than Lily. Hello? What I say last week, honey, Eddie George still fine.
I'm tell you something about Eddie George.
Eddie George was fine.
Let me tell you something. I had 2 shirts off when Eddie George. I was laying in the bill. I laid in the bill with oil on when Eddie George came on for 3 seconds, and I had to.
I said, Eddie.
Eddie. Listen, I took my water. I said, Eddie.
I said, Eddie. Eddie.
Eddie. Eddie. Eddie. Eddie. Eddie. Eddie.
All right, so we at Lily's house. Like you said, her sister showed up. Lily moved to Atlanta in 96. Her mother unfortunately passed away. And she said in 95, so she wanted to be closer to her mother's grave. She has 4 sisters. So pretty much the Lily, Taj, and Coco, all their scenes were really about like how they grew up and things like that.
Also, there was a time. There was
Not
also
so much Taj. Taj scene was more so just her family life, but Lily and Coco was about more so how they grew up.
Yeah, and I think it was like humbling when she said, "Hey, the only thing I wanted to buy was like me a king size bed."
No, she just said a bed. She was just like a bed because her and her sister. So back in the day, they grew up in the Bronx. Her and her sister
shared
a twin size bed. They were on food stamps, all those kind of things. And like Adrian said, she just kept saying, when I buy my money, I just wanted to buy a bed. And she said the first thing she bought was a king size mattress.
Makes
I was
sense.
like, so she wanted to be a singer at age 11. She got pregnant at age 15. She had 2 part-time jobs. Her mother would watch the baby. She would go to the studio at night and record their demo. And then she said in 90, did she say 92? I think 92, 93, she heard their song. So what was their first single? So Into You.
Right here.
She heard Right Here, which was number 13 on the R&B Billboard charts. And she said they were all in the limo. They went crazy and everything like that. So it was a really, really good scene. All of SWV scenes are really, really good. And they were just like, it took SWV scenes took away from the toxicity that goddamn Xscape got going on.
Right.
So it was really good to see them. And I think with SWV, I just feel like
I didn't like SWV until I'm So Into You came out. I didn't like Right Here when it first came out. Like, I had a cousin who loved that song when it first came out. I said, I don't like it. But when they dropped I'm So Into You, I said, oh, I like them.
It's not that I didn't like SWV. I was just like, oh, okay, they cool. And then I think when Anything, the remix came out, I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I didn't fall in love with SWV until I think the remix to Right Here.
Yeah, that's when they released Downtown. So it was like a split single at the same time.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I said, oh, who this with the Michael Jackson? Hey,
that remix will always go down as one of the best remixes of the 90s. I'm sorry, like SWV had like one of the best remixes of the entire 90s.
Lindsay said, wait a minute, why is it not popping up?
I don't know what's going on over there, but that's what happens when you choose not to go along with what I say, because I'm a bad bitch. But like I said, SWV had its hits, and it was really, really good ones. Hey, welcome back.
Child, it's raining out here, child, so Comcast acting stupid. Lindsay said, I don't know if you just read Lindsay comment or not, but Lindsay said, honey, I'm So Into You is a timeless side chick anthem. I'm so into trade.
The most timeless side chick anthem was Smoking Stuff. He's mine. You might have had him once, but I got him all the time.
What? Why did every 90s group do this?
Or this?
Like, I'm like that. Everybody had the same choreographer, child.
Todd. Yeah. Like this, y'all, ladies. Like this. Hands up.
Tamika and Taj meet up, and she pretty much is telling Taj what happens. She said she pretty much followed her sister all these years, and she did it because, which I was always very curious. Now we know why, but I was always very curious. I was like, damn, you doing everything your sister doing. Like, and it really, like, back in the day, because we did not know what was going on, it made it seem like it was Candy and Tiny versus the Scott sisters.
Mm-hmm.
But we learned tonight that she did that because she just wanted her mother's approval.
Child, and fix your life, child.
And she said whenever she did not get her, whenever she would do something opposite, she felt like an outcast.
No, remember she said they threw up in her face that she didn't love them.
Yeah, she felt like an outcast.
That is some freaking mental abuse. Bruce all day. Mental Bruce Jennings. She said, I blame Puff Daddy. We all blame Puff Daddy for every goddamn thing.
That's probably who got the $30,000 over at Child. Okay, Tiny. So I love Tiny's humbleness. I love her humbleness. She Tiny got 5 goddamn houses. In the midst of her making something, she was like, I got 5 houses with 5 blended. Sometimes I get confused. And she said, I wouldn't say I'm rich. I do all right. I love it. Because it lets y'all know, if y'all want to do this shit, I'm good. We ain't gotta do this.
I'm helping y'all bitches out.
I got 5 motherfucking house mansions.
I'm helping bitches out.
Honey, you still got to start a home. I got a mansion. 5 of them. Can I just say this? I hope that we don't see T.I. on none of the episodes.
I don't want to. Expeditiously, I don't want to see.
I don't at all.
With his loquacious ass. Don't nobody want to see him.
Don't nobody want to see that on that on our TV screens. So Tiny says she didn't really start seeing some real money until No Scrubs came out. She said we all too grown to be acting like this when we get our stuff together and get to the bag. Tasha in her confessional going to say, my sister still has not reached out to me or apologized to me or my husband.
For what? I was sitting, when she said that, I was sitting there like, for what? Like what?
What am I apologizing for?
What am I apologizing for? Okay. Get me off the camera. Get me off the camera.
Get you off the camera?
Just cut the camera off.
Oh, okay.
So you telling me, bitch, I stole from, bitch, remember I stole your $30,000, bitch?
You know your mic is on. They can hear you.
Bitch, they can't hear me, bitch. I turned my mic off. Remember I stole your $30,000, bitch? You ain't, but you want me to apologize, bitch? Bitch, you stole from me, bitch. But you want me to...
I didn't steal from you.
Bitch.
And stop calling me a bitch. We are children of God.
Listen. But you want me to apologize?
You stole my money.
I didn't steal shit.
You stole my money.
Bitch, I ain't steal shit.
You stole my money because you needed it.
Bitch, listen. You need to apologize. Okay?
Girl, I'm going back in here to record. I'm going back into... I'm not doing this with you. Bye.
Hey, everybody. Well, welcome back to the SWV review.
And then she said, I'm only here for my love of Tiny.
Delusional, once again.
Why do women say taking out pages out of Monique's playbook, including these no accountable husbands? I think she was doing this before Monique.
Oh, yeah, way before Monique.
Yeah, she's the original because Rocky been in the picture for 27 years. So
he been bottom for 28 of them.
What she got to show for it? So Tiny brings up management and how they feel like enough stuff wasn't coming their way at the verses. And they were like, are we not hot no more? Are we not this? We not that? Nothing's coming our way. They feel like they should get a new management team that everybody feels comfortable with. Well, come to find out, their management team is good friends with Tasha and Rocky.
Ain't that some shit?
But Xscape, that's your fault though.
That's your fault.
We're not gonna blame everything on Tasha. Yeah, we're not gonna blame everything on Tasha.
No, I can't go. Y'all all agreed to that shit.
And y'all knew who they were close to. So Candy, that's your fault. Tamika, that's your fault. And Tiny, that's your fault. So we're not gonna this is a fair channel. We're not gonna put all the blame on Tasha for that part.
That one you can't blame Tasha at all. Everything else you can blame Tasha, but that one you can't blame Tasha for that one.
Because you didn't feel like you needed to sit down and get your research and figure out what was going on. Because here's the thing: if our show gets picked up and we do a show and this and that, and I go, oh, Adrian, just go ahead and get a manager, and there's somebody close to you, but the manager not doing us right, well, that's my fault for not doing a check on the manager.
Yeah, because when our show get authenticated and picked up, we gotta have the right manager.
So if I don't do my part, I can't be like, oh, well, the manager ain't doing. Well, you've been with the manager now for a year and some change, sis.
Was and still is.
Um, so the manager's good friends with the husband. So they ask her how she feels about it, and she says, "Well, let me play on it."
Child, when she said that, child, I just about hollered. I said,
But
child,
this part was kind of creepy to me.
child was very, it was very motherish. Child, he said, oh, he said, bitch, if you go ahead and tell everybody that, if you ever think you're gonna get another contract without me, bitch, you'll never be anything. So remember, I made you, bitch, and I'ma always be there, and I love you, boo. Just remember what I told you. We
So
work
when
on.
the, so in a confessional, they ask her some questions, and amidst her getting her hair combed and all that kind of stuff. What's Rocky name?
Rakisha.
Rakisha comes over and whispers in her ear, and they said what did Rocky say, and he says what she needs to say. So pretty much Rocky is telling her what she needs to say on the camera.
Rocky said, "Don't you tell nobody about that $30,000 I took."
Rocky also says this is what you need to say. You need to say Candy is jealous of you, your sister ain't shit, and Tiny looks the way she looks. And it's all about.
And if anybody want to know what Tiny looked like, just look at her son King, the original face of Tiny. But meanwhile, you tell them everybody's jealous of you and that you are just trying to make sure you fix everything. And don't you ever tell anybody about that $30,000 I took. And also don't let anybody
this this picture is giving me very much sing the song like I told you to sing it.
know.
This picture is giving very much sing the song like I told you to sing it, Tina.
I am, Ike.
And she and she,
In the way you like, Ike.
and she's giving me very much somebody help me. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm ready for her to just start saying, Nut Bush. Um,
Not bullshit. I said, child. Tasha says they are dysfunctional. They don't hold themselves accountable. We never had issues. We never addressed any issues. Tamika says, "Are you still mad at me?" Somebody said, "Oh, come on." Tamika said, "Are you still mad at me?" Tasha says, "We're not going to do this in front of everybody because
why
we
not? I mean,
we
they
got
all know about it.
we got to talk about our mama." And I was confused. I was like, "What does the mother have to do with it?" So
That it's that same shit, that siding shit they're doing.
So she walks outside. Well, she gets up. First of all, the meeting was still going on. So she gets up in the midst of the meeting and starts to walk. And Candy, like, girl, the meeting's still going on. So she gets up and right, right. Blink twice if you need some help, sis. So she gets up and starts to walk out. So Tiny was like, well, let me walk the queen out. So she gets to her car and she was like, this pretty much ain't about money. It ain't about this. I'm gonna always tell y'all no. Blah blah blah. We need to fix it because she disrespect our mother. We come from a God loving family.
I rewind that stuff. I was trying to figure out where was the disrespect.
Yeah, because me telling my mother how I feel is not disrespectful. You don't like the fact that I called you out about some money you stole from me. And I'm calling you out about your attitude towards it. Bitch, I've been rocking with you. Honey, when we was down, y'all remember when Xscape was when Tasha and Tamika was at the baby shower singing Just Kick It for a baby shower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tamika pretty much hit the nail on the head, and she was just like, you're not yourself anymore. You're not you're not fun anymore. I don't know who you are. So I'm just like,
And what did she do?
right. Oh, since it's about money, ask your man. Hello. Um, back to lighthearted. We learned that Taj lives in Nashville. We learned that Coco lives in Virginia Beach. Both ladies are happy to go home. Taj pretty much says that she doesn't want to miss her son is a senior. She doesn't want to miss his senior year. She says she leaves all that SWV stuff out the door. When she come home, honey, it's about her and her family and being a mother.
And when she's gone, me and Q's at the house. I mean, yeah.
Baby, because Eddie Jordan, I said, oh my
But
God, hey. Mm,
I said, Eddie, where's she at this weekend? All right, I'll be up.
I said, child, look at this. Eddie fine. Eddie fine. Eddie fine. That's a fine man. And the thing is, Eddie still looks good. He still looked like he looked in his football years.
You know, my name was almost Adrian George at one time.
So, but child, Taj living her life. Taj is living her life, and it is right. I love the dynamic. They were just like it was just like you're home. We're happy to see you. And then child,
Their son got so big.
And then Eddie would go grab that remote control. Say, oh, "Okay, yeah, yeah, I'm happy you home too. I don't want to watch this. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna bring your bath water for you. I don't want to watch this. Like he went back to like, okay, she home, y'all. Back to like, yeah, we see the cameras, but back to.
He said, "Child, I'm gonna keep it real." He said, "I love my wife. I'm gonna give it to her tonight, but I was still watching the show." But
Taj is another one that don't need the money.
Taj did for the fans, like she said. It's for the fans.
That's what they everybody except for Tamika and Tasha are doing it for the fans.
Not only
everybody except for, well, here we go. I'm sorry. Taj, Candy, and Tiny don't need the money. It's great to have the extra money coming in, but if all this was the end tomorrow, they be fine.
And will.
They be fine. Child, a whole meal, a whole child with sides. He like a good Zaxby meal.
Oh.
He like a good Thanksgiving meal. Christmas, Easter. A good summertime barbecue.
Oh, give me a good Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day.
Barbecue.
4th of July.
What a man, what a mighty fine man. Oh, yes, he is.
I want to take a minute or two to give much respect to Mr. George.
So
you know, with another girl.
Coco is super close with her mother. She told her mother back in the day that they were a gospel group. Child, kind of find out.
Bitch,
they found out we were an R&B group. She was like, R&B group, and then she said my mother became supportive when I bought her a car.
Child, because it was a silent night. Holy days. Y'all ever heard that SWV Christmas album when the mother was singing, "It was a silent night"?
Can she sing?
I'm doing her mother's voice. She said, "Holy night." Anybody who want to listen to her mother sing, listen to "Silent Night" on the Christmas album. She said, "It was a silent night, a holy night, Son of God." I was like, "Oh, okay." And you did Luther? Oh, okay.
Well, she did with Luther before he became Luther.
Oh, I'm sure Luther was Luther prior to Luther. Because ain't no way Luther talking about Son of God. Oh, holy name. It was a silent night. I'm sure Luther was not taking none of those runs, bitch. None of those runs with him. That's the worst sissy when you need her.
Looking like,
child, she's sitting there, Luther.
Yes.
I need you to repeat after me.
Okay.
It was a silent night.
It was a silent night.
Holy night. Come on. Come on.
It was a silent
day. Come on.
Holy day.
No, Jesus. No, Jesus. Holy night.
Holy night.
And that's where that run came from.
That's where that run came from. Because he was trying to build it up. Every time y'all come here, y'all learn something new, child.
Y'all learn something.
Y'all come here.
Why Luther did that? It was because of his mom trying to train him to sing Silent Night, and Luther was over it.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
that I hope is not offensive.
Go ahead. Most likely it's offensive when you say it, but go ahead.
How did you feel about Coco's son daughter?
You better leave, Jay. What's her name? Michael, whatever her name is.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. How did you feel about her son daughter?
I just looked at it, I said that is generation mother, daughter, and daughter. But as you know, Coco, allegedly her oldest child, is in a strange relationship. So he's not really as close to his mom because he felt like Coco wasn't there for him growing up.
That's not how she addressed it.
I mean, she's supportive of her son, but on the other end, he doesn't really have a relationship with her.
That's not how she put it.
I don't know, but
he an emo rapper and everybody love him. I never heard of Lil Tracy. I never. Speaking of Tracy, today is the date. I think it's 1 year anniversary of Tracy Braxton's passing.
Oh my! Well, we'll say that for the weekend sessions. But
Lil Tracy.
I don't know. Well, I mean, when they sat there, they kind of talked about.
I never heard a guy be called Tracy. Oh, never mind. Tracy Morgan.
I mean, when grandma, I think was the Coco or the mother, when they say, you know, when you were 12, you wanted to be a dentist.
That was the grandmother.
Yeah, you wanted to be like the little Toy Story. I want to be a dentist. So you want to
now.
Want to be a dentist.
He wants to be a singer.
Granted, he can sing. I ain't taking away from little boy.
Oh, he can?
He can sing really good. I actually like his one song he released last fall or something like that. He can sing.
Okay.
He can sing. I mean, he can sing. But like you said, but Coco's like, you know, I think Coco wants him to go to school and this and that. But you guys think about it. When people are young, we have 30,000 ideas, but he's 19. So he's gonna probably want to be a dentist today, and he might want to be a singer tomorrow. You back at Rachel? Yeah, go ahead.
Shit. The fuck. So I feel like she don't want him getting into the industry because he gay and he wear nails and she know the industry gonna eat him up.
You mean Puffy?
The industry gonna eat him up.
You mean Puffy?
No, the industry.
Meaning P. Diddy?
No, all the industry.
P. Diddy?
All the industry gonna eat her up.
So you think he gonna be allegedly passed around like Cisco was?
No, I'm not saying that. I just don't think he can maybe handle the criticism.
Well, I mean, I think that with him, I think he's an independent artist, so it really doesn't matter.
Criticism and criticism. I'm independent.
I know, Rachel, but I think one person.
Whatever, I gotta go.
Child, and that's that main person from Atlanta that we can't stand. Yes, he's very. I mean, yeah, he's a femme. And on his single cover, he's wearing like this pink crop thing and all this other. Jay, let me hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. I had to get off camera. It is Jay.
I got it.
Okay.
Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore Jade White.
I'm telling everybody probably right now is downloading or Googling or trying to look up that Apple Play on that damn song, that Christmas Silent Night with the Mother. They'll be hollering.
It was a silent night.
The holy night.
I found Lil Tracy. Jalen is his name.
Yeah, Jalen.
Oh, he 19. I'm not gonna mess with him. He 19. I'm gonna leave him alone.
You mess with Tiny Son, he's 18.
Well, that's a different read. So he doesn't know what he wants to do. The grandmother's kind of like, you want to be a dentist. Coco wants him to go to school and get his education and things like that. So did y'all see Coco and her start at home?
I went to
Candy is telling Candy meets up with DJ A1. Did you see how big DJ A1 is? I said, oh girl. She meets up with Todd and some other guy that was in there. And she's pretty much telling them about the meeting that they had. And Candy's telling her version of the story. Latasha tells her version of the story. Todd said she can't get over baby Todd. When I tell you Todd came for a read.
I'm gonna tell you something. Todd read for filth and I hollered every second.
Todd said she can't get over who you are and what she didn't become.
Child, and the show could have ended right then and there.
Oh, I said, oh, bitch. Not your husband reading, child.
Child, and the show could have ended right there. Child, when he said, honey, let's go and pray about it, bitch. But no, and then Latasha said on her end, she just never liked me because I never heard, I heard of stories about, who gets to sing this, who gets to sing that, but I don't think that was the issue.
Now, I will say this, though. Candy does give me she's difficult to work with at times. Candy does give me she's difficult to work with. More so like on when it's her turn, like when not on the writing side, I think she probably chill with that. But I think like when it comes to like being in a group, she gives me she's difficult to work with. Tiny and Tamika gave me they were cool. They just wanted to make the music and make the songs. So I could see how they both clash. Because think about it, and you said this last episode. Think about it. The first single was Just Kicking It, and who was singing first? Candy. But who came in under the swoop and really picked it up? Tasha.
Look at understanding.
Yeah. I think that Candy is difficult to work with. I do. But Candy says she doesn't Tasha says she doesn't. Rocky asks Tasha why they don't rock pretty much. And she says she doesn't think Candy like her because in 1998 she said something about us. Now this is where I got confused. And I'm gonna read a tweet from Candy because in 1998 she said she was going to have a solo career, and she said everybody was happy for her except for Candy. She said for some reason her project got shelved, and then she said at the same time Candy's project album came out.
That came out in the 2000s though.
No, it didn't. Here you go. I'm gonna read what Candy said on Twitter. I
thought that was like 2000, like literally 2000.
Well, she didn't say like when, let me just read what Candy said because I was like, oh, okay.
You're up in the club, don't think I'm not. Even with that remix to that was everything. Even when you're out in the club, don't think I'm not.
So Candy said, God favorite ain't fair. How did my album have anything to do with your album not coming out? I was on Columbia Records and she was on So Def. Please ask Jermaine why your album didn't come out and stop blaming me.
Even when you're out in the club. Oh, yeah.
Candy went in. Somebody sent Candy something. They said Tasha and her husband keep performing for the cameras. It's very performative, especially her husband bringing up Candy in this conversation, keeping the shit messy. Candy said she had a whole situation going on in the family, but was not trying to make me the focus of the problem once again. So here we go. So Candy's over on Columbia. You still signed to Jermaine Dupri, the same guy who signed Xscape. You need to ask Jermaine why your album didn't come out, sis.
Because there probably was no hits.
We've had albums come out that ain't had no hits. Why your album didn't come out, sis? Call Jermaine, ask Jermaine. You know the guy that you ran running back to? Ask Jermaine why your album didn't come out. I can tell you why your album didn't come out because wasn't nobody checking for you. And Jermaine knew that nobody was checking for you.
Because I wasn't gonna go and buy no Latasha Scott album at that time.
And not to be shady towards Coco, but look what happened to Coco. Coco had one hit song off her album, and then it was a wrap. She had to go back to SWV. So it's like everybody can't do the solo thing. Very few people make it successfully out of a group. Hell, look at Left Eye. Left Eye wasn't successful outside of TLC.
Nope.
T-Boz wasn't successful out of TLC.
Nope. And Chili knew not to even touch it. She said, nope. Y'all go ahead.
Who
I
else
think,
was it?
I think the group that kind of had some success was Destiny's Child. I mean, no shade.
And apparently Beyonce album was recorded before was recorded during somebody said her album was recorded during Survivor. But they were waiting for the perfect time to release it. I could see that.
I can see that.
So let's be honest, record labels only promotes what's marketable. And Latasha, girl, you weren't marketable just like you are now. So she said it's very, very odd that I'm like, girl, no, because Candy album didn't do anything. Candy had one song. She had one or two songs, and then you had to be a Candy fan to know those songs. And if we talking 98, if we talking 98, if we talking 1998, do you know what came out in 98? Do you know what came out in 98?
A whole bunch of good stuff came out in 98.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Butterfly come out in 98?
97.
Same year.
True.
of the world come out in 98?
Sure, Brandy damn sure did come out. Never Say Never in 98. Monica even came out in 98. So, child, nobody was checking for you, girl. Aaliyah did the soundtrack song off her in 98, child. It wasn't now. Are You That Somebody was 98 too. Child, you wasn't winning, girl. No.
We talking 1998. Girl. CW said Lauryn Hill came out. Lauryn Hill sure did come out in 98.
Did came out in 98. The Miseducation, child. You wasn't winning that one.
Wasn't winning that. Who else came in 98? Didn't Whitney come out in 98?
Yes, she did.
99?
No, it was 98. 98, 99. Same year. 97 through 99 was the same year.
So you wasn't winning that. You wasn't winning those years.
Child, and Destiny's Child was still banging in 98.
Didn't Janet come out in 98?
No, 97, but still same year.
Brandy shut it down. You wasn't competing with the Boys Mind. Girl, who? What?
Child, ain't nobody talking about, girl, cut Boys Mind out, put on Tasha Scott's song. Girl. Please. Cut that shit off and put on Tasha Scott.
You need to. Hot 97, how can we help you? What's up?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? What's up, caller? What's your name?
Renee, I'm good.
Hey, Renee, where you calling from?
I have a request, baby.
Hey, Renee, where you calling from?
I'm calling from College Park.
Hey, what's up, College Park? You had a new Brandy in the background. Brandy and
all right, honey.
What's up?
Could you please? I've been waiting. I've been listening to you all day. Could you please play a song called Pure Care by Latasha Scott?
What's it called?
Pure Care.
Okay, we'll get your song right up next, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we got Brandy's Almost Made You Love Me.
Let me call them back because I don't think they understand what's going on.
Almost Made You Love Me. Radio station, what's up? Hot 99, what's up? How can we help you? Hey, Renee, welcome back. What's up?
I got a problem with you.
What's wrong?
Because I keep asking you to play that song called Pure Care by Latasha Scott.
It's coming up next. It's coming. I promise you, it's coming up next. It's coming up. Hey, we gotta go. It's coming up next.
You know what?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a brand new song coming out by Lauryn Hill. Here we go. Hey, this number calling again. Hello, what's up? Radio station. How can we help you?
Hey, this is Renee.
Hey, Renee, what's up?
Washington Road.
Renee, please stop yelling.
I'm not yelling. I'm using my inside voice.
Okay, thanks. What's up, Renee?
I'm still waiting for that song called Pure Care by Tasha Scott.
Renee, it's coming up. I got a rotation. It's coming up. Matter of fact, it's next. If you hang up, it's coming up right now. Hang up. We're gonna play it right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new song by Latasha Scott and Xscape. They were on the remix to Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. Let's play it. All right, that's my shift. I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace. You know how the radio station keep you on that long. I give him a little piece on. Okay.
Child, mind you, in the remix Always Be My Baby, all you heard was Candy's voice.
Faith came out in 98 too. So Latasha, girl, you just
I never knew there was a treat like this before. Yeah, you wasn't winning with none of those albums. Oh, and Total came out with their second album. Yeah, you wasn't winning.
Oh, 99. So, okay, well, okay, here we go. I'm gonna give Latasha a little bit of grace. Let's say she recorded her album in 98. She was gonna come out in 99. Oh, wait, TLC came out in 99.
Child, she only had that single with Jay Shin. That song I told you a long time ago. I don't know if it's mine. One Night Stand. She had that song.
You said you said Rihanna singing her nostrils out right.
In
Wake me up, hold me now.
here
I need a.
along with the strength to carry on.
I had to go back and watch because I'm kind of over the Oscars right now, CW. But I'm gonna go. I got to record it though because I do want to see Rihanna. I like Rihanna. Yeah, so Latasha, girl, you wasn't competing with the girls. I'm sorry, Latasha. Nobody was like, ooh, I need a Latasha album. Nobody was asking for a Latasha solo album. Nobody asked for a Coco solo album. We just not asking for it. It's simple as that. Who's calling me? Oh, girl, what's she? I don't know. I feel like answering this phone. Oh. Hey, what's up?
Hey, is this Q the content guy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Renee. I know it's been about 20 years later, but I still haven't heard that song called Pure Care by Latasha Scott.
You can stream it on Apple. All right, so moving on. Latasha is packing. She's going to Nashville to speak to the record label about her solo contract. She's going down there to speak to Motown Gospel. She said, being part of a group is really hard because everybody has their opinions.
You mean she just has an opinion?
Excuse me. She said the truth is, everybody might not feel the same. They asked how she's going to juggle the group. She said she doesn't know, and she got to pray about it. But this is what she's always been wanted. They asked her to sing. Latasha, yes, girl, we know you can sing. Rocky goes crazy for some reason, and
wait. He said, "I thought you told him already, nigga. You knew what the hell y'all was doing."
You knew she didn't tell him.
Get your bottom ass.
So, Latasha, you want to sing gospel music, huh, sis? This how gospel artists look.
She said,
"This how gospel artists look."
Yeah, she said, "I can do it." She said, "I've been through songs.
I ain't never see Yolanda Adams looking like this,
and I've been there a couple of times."
I ain't never see Yolanda look like that.
She sings the same way in every goddamn song.
I ain't never see CeCe Winans looking like this.
Because I ain't never the devil.
I ain't never see Shirley Caesar wear this outfit.
Mary,
neither sister.
None of the Clark sisters, none of them.
What's the daughter name? Kiera.
Kiera sure they never wear that. She'll knock a wig off before she do that.
Give me some more artists. Give me some more gospel artists.
Child.
Mahalia Jackson.
Yolanda Adams wouldn't wear that.
Mahalia.
Tremaine wouldn't wear that.
Who?
Tremaine Hawkins. She wouldn't wear that.
No, Kiki be trying. She said, "No, Kiki be trying." So Kiki, okay. So Kiki gonna wear this then. Okay, so Kiki shared a wear. I can see Kiki sharing wear this.
Child for her new album. Don't know what Jesus did with me.
I can see her wearing this. Ooh, not all her lips. So we pursuing a label. Not the other way around. Ooh. Ew.
Because either way, Natasha get a date. Rock Bottom will get a date too.
So, because label should be pursuing you, right? You shouldn't be pursuing the label.
Because they asked you why should we?
They sure did.
What you gonna bring to the? Why? What?
What you bringing to the?
Look like honey, read that lady's face, honey. She wasn't feeling it.
She was like, "Oh."
Listen, she wasn't feeling it.
Well, go ahead and sing for us.
And during that thing.
Hello.
Hey, I know you're working at Motown, but this is Renee from College Park. If Tasha's in your room, sign her, please, and tell her to sing that song called Pure Care. All right, bye. God bless.
It was very worldly. First time love, a long time loving child, whatever it was called. I never had love like this before, child. Whatever the hell the song was called, it was very worldly. It was very secular. I didn't hear nothing about God in the song.
Mm-mm.
Very and like you said, Adrian, Tasha sang the same way.
Yeah,
Time
yeah.
and
I'm,
time
I'm gonna get her voice down packed by next week so I can do her number one run.
and time and time and time again. Latasha sang the same way.
Way.
Uh,
Yeah, it's the same run. It's the same way.
Okay, y'all. So how did y'all feel? Did y'all watch Tamika explain her side of the story, and how did y'all feel about this? The one in the back is Ocean, right? O'Shea Ocean. Why she name her child Ocean, child?
Child, because she was born by the river and went
I
to
forgot her name. What's the daughter name in the front?
the little cute one.
Yeah, I forgot her name. Amari, child know the name.
Yes.
How did y'all feel about this interview, and did y'all watch it yet? I mean, not interview, but did y'all watch her explain her side of the story? I ain't gonna lie, I had fell asleep a couple times because I was like, girl, I kind of want you to
It. I watched it, and it kind of the youngest daughter kind of went for me. It was the youngest daughter who going in. She was just like, she was just like, I guess during that particular concert they talked about when they were locked out. Apparently, they were shooting at that particular venue, and people were kind of like security was rushing them off the stage, trying to get them backstage. And mind you, it's like chaos going back there. People shooting. You don't know where people are going. People might have climbed on stage or shoot. You don't know what's going on.
Oh, hold on before you finish. Listen to this. So remember on Unsung, listen.
Candy, who had her own solo deal with Columbia Records, also released an album in 2000 that scored hits overseas. Tasha's moves after leaving Xscape weren't as successful.
My album never came out. So that was hard too, because Jermaine was in transition of leaving Sony. So my whole solo career was just got put on the back burner.
So, so here you go lying again. Because earlier you just said you didn't understand why Candy released her album and your album got shelved. It didn't seem right. But then but in your Unsung that came out in whatnot in 2017, you said that JD was in transition of leaving Sony and your album never came out, sis. First of all, the fact that he was in transition and your album didn't come out, it told you that your album was trash.
Because he took it with him.
Let's focus on what year we say 2000, this and that, right? Who was super hot in 2000? Just give me anybody who was super hot in 2000.
Missy Elliott.
So if Missy, whatever label she was signed to, if Missy was in if her record label, if the owner, the manager, whatever, was in transition.
I got a perfect example. Remember when Clive Davis left Arista?
Yes.
He made J Records. He took who? Whitney Houston with him.
Whitney stayed on J. He took Alicia Keys with him.
Yeah, sorry about that. He took Alicia Keys and several other artists with him to J Records. Mm-hmm. So that didn't take away from, because guess what? You're going to take the money. You're going to take what profits you.
Because Jermaine, where did he go? He went to wherever Jermaine went to, he would have took you.
So your problem, so again, she lied for free. And that's just where she's at.
I'm sorry, Adrian. So finish what you were saying.
Think about it. When these record execs leave companies, they take some of their artists with them. You know what I mean? And
that happened to me.
That happened with me. So
when I was signed to Columbia back in the day, I was with Motown first.
Mm-hmm.
And Diana, me and Diane wasn't getting along. She kept calling me. I kept putting her on call hold and all that kind of stuff. And then I went over there to Columbia, child, and I kind of pushed Aretha out the way.
And child, honey, and I was with Motown, and again, I just had issues just with Berry Gordy in general. I just couldn't. So I ended up going to Arista, and that's when me and may she rest in peace. That's when me and Phyllis Hyman headed out, and they kind of bumped her out the way. And then I got my sister Nippy in, and we just was like back and forth. So, big things. But I still don't remember you on Columbia, but I do remember me on Arista Records in the 80s. I still never heard your roster or any of your music you've done, but we're going to let you listen to your Latasha Scott Ministries testimonies.
You push who out the way?
Phyllis Hammond. When I came,
was a bus coming?
No.
Was a train coming?
Because I don't know what Columbia. Maybe you had Columbia.
Why did you push out the way? What was she like walking the wall or something?
So good, but I was trying to get.
Right.
I was trying to say that when you went to Columbia, I was thinking like maybe you're thinking about Columbia Coffee because you didn't clearly wasn't anything on Diana. But I hear you.
Tony was hot in 2000, so Latasha, you definitely wasn't. You wasn't messing with Man Enough.
No. And child, we were so stuck on Cash Money that whole year, child.
Because that's a rap. Oh yeah, because it was rap.
Between Rough Riders and Cash, child, we wasn't worried about you, girl, at all.
Girl, we were still backing that ass up, girl. So we wasn't worried about you, girl.
Girl, we were still telling people what y'all cause want. Yeah, we wasn't. Child, on DMX, child, we wasn't worried about you.
So this is what I felt about the thing. I felt like she jumped to it too soon because I would like for the whole show to play out first before you give your side of the story. And it almost felt like you were trying to rush to the narrative. Like, sis, we already on your side.
Yeah, that's what everybody said. It's like we all believe you. And like you said, Q, reading the receipts, Tasha lies a lot and she lies for free. I get it. You know what I mean? You want to instill your daughters to not be like what's going on and that, you've learned from your mother how to kind of be better with your own children. And I mean, I get it as anybody's child, you're going to be protective of your mother, but the daughter was like, ain't this like mental abuse? Like, isn't this like what it's called? Like, Mom, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's internal with you. So it was a lot during that process.
I don't think the kids should have spoke on it though.
No.
I don't agree with the kids speaking of because it's almost like
you need backup.
Yeah, because what is given is you adding more division between you and your sister.
And clearly grandma don't know the youngest one.
She don't know neither one of them.
Yeah.
Because she's still trying to figure out what she was like. Girl, Ocean. What ocean we going to? Oh, my granddaughter, Ocean. Oh, okay. I thought we was going to the Atlantic Ocean or something. Like I thought if you're gonna do it by yourself. Because you adding your daughters in it and her nieces, it's like, girl, it's getting.
And they probably got their own personal opinion off camera. Like clearly they don't see each other. We know that. It's given they don't care for Tasha and they know the truth about her. And it
blame every time I come around. That was out. I just don't see how Latasha was going to do it. Because y'all couldn't even do it when TLC was out. Baby Mary was doing all the yeah. So Latasha, Mary was on. Listen, Latasha, you girl.
Child Pink was out.
Child Pink Candy had just wrote for Pink and Pink came out. So girl, if you would have called Candy up, she could have gave you a hit.
And there you go, looking pitiful, just because I let you go. There you go. Talk about Joe.
Matter of fact, Tasha, you would not have really made it. Latasha Scott, Latasha, help me, Hike, help me, Latasha. Matter of fact, Latasha, I think they did the right thing because to be honest with you, you might not, I don't know, Latasha. I'm trying to figure out where you're gonna fit in, girl, because that's when
absolutely.
That's when Pop was getting ready. That's when Pop was on the verge of taking over.
Yeah, absolutely nowhere.
Because you had Brittany get ready to hit the scene. You had Christina waiting, Jessica waiting, Pink, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Not even 98 Degrees, child. You had
Degrees, child.
O-Town, child. I mean, you just didn't have
right. Yeah. That would have been the name of her album, Tasha Who.
The album would have been called Tasha Who. Child.
Damn, Tasha, where was you gonna fit at in the 2000s, sis?
It just couldn't, child. Shit. What's her name? When did the remix come out? What year was that? The remix came out with the think Gina Thompson. What year was that?
That was 98, I think.
She still wouldn't got in with that child. It was just no room. No room.
Hey, Lovely Mo. Right, like I'm trying to I'm really sitting here trying like, girl, where was you gonna fit at? So pretty much from 97 to 2001, girl, it wasn't no room for you, sis. So I'm sorry.
Oh, there was just no room
because y'all really couldn't even compete with TLC. I mean, SWV couldn't even compete with TLC, and I like SWV.
Oh, Destiny was right at that time was just Destiny's Child and TLC. So
and Spice Girls.
So you just wasn't getting.
But it wasn't her time then, and it ain't her time now.
Ain't nobody checking for that. I can't even. I seen clips on Instagram. I was like, I don't have time. Because the thing is, your self-image already destroys your reputation. You already destroyed yourself. Not even knowing that you, not that like Bravo girl said, girl. But we're here for the fuckery. We're gonna continue to be here next week for the fuckery as well, child.
Here's my thing, real quick. But then I'm gonna let you go. Here's my thing, real quick. Why does all the R&B girls, when they don't work out, they go over to gospel music?
Child, that's just like people who when they can't handle their personal issues at home, they move to Atlanta.
So pretty much what we're saying, girl, is that girl, we still not listening.
Hey,
even Michelle went to God right. At
least Michelle has success in gospel.
Tosh, girl, we not.
Girl,
your album Tasha who?
Girl, we still not listening.
Sadly, she's already plus size. She could have been.
Child. Oh. And you know Lane Bryant would have been her sponsor. Yeah. Bitch, badass outfits from Charlotte Rouge.
They weren't even competing with En Vogue. The dolls had it locked in. Listen, I forgot about now. Now that's a show. En Vogue.
I would love to see that shit.
We're all four. We're all members.
Give me the tea out of that one. I watched that one.
Now that's a damn show.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, y'all. Just Kelly Price went to gospel.
You see what happened with that one. Coco went to gospel. You see what happened with that. Several times.
Y'all, I want to play y'all something and then we're going to hit on out. Bitch, this comment though, y'all said she already. That is the comment of the damn night. Ooh.
What you got for us, Q?
Y'all messy.
Q, what you got for us?
I can't, hold on. And Tamika had a waitlist surgery, so Sasha would have.
This message is for Q Continent, whatever your name is, and Adrian. What guy name is Adrian? Anyway, first of all, both of y'all keep coming from my daughter. I mean, a person that I know named Latasha Scott. And when it comes to that $30,000 that she stole, I mean, that she has no clue what happened because my daughter, Natasha does not steal, so therefore we don't want to accuse her of stealing. She hasn't stolen anything, but she was going through something, okay? She owed rent-a-center, she owed errands, she owed those quick loan check things back. It was a lot going on because she was going through a lot, being a struggling artist. Being an artist of Xscape and trying to get where she needs to go. So, She didn't steal anything. I mean, in being a Christian woman, a woman of faith, Rocky Bottom, I mean, my son-in-law, I mean, Rocky was there for her, so therefore they were fine. They didn't have to do anything. I just need both of y'all to keep my daughter, I mean, the person that I know, Latasha Scott's name, out of y'all mouth. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you.
That was a voicemail from their mother that was sent to me last week, and I don't appreciate it. So I can't. It is what it is. I will go ahead and go because I feel threatened. This is not. I don't get on here to do these kind of things. I get on to have fun and stuff like this. So Miss Gloria, Miss Gloria, I can't help that your sis, that your daughter owe all those things and this and that. So I don't appreciate it. You stole the money. I didn't steal the money. It was 30,000. I didn't know you overrun the center that much. I'm sorry to hear that. And Aaron's, girl, you went to run the center and Aaron's. That's sad. I didn't know they had an Aaron's in Atlanta. That's sad. Um, and is she owe she by you owe she by Sheree, girl, you owe Sheen, you owe Rocky's top that was going to expose him, girl. I didn't know you owe all these people, girl. So I understand now why you needed the money. I don't want no parts of this. I'm just here to do a show and do a review. That's it. Y'all have a good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend who knows a friend, and we'll see y'all next week. I got time for this. I ain't got time for this. This is too much for me. This is too much. Bye.